at Mrs. Jones. The guests eat marmalade with buttered scones. Oh me, oh my, at Mr. Lane's what do they munch? What do they munch, what do they munch? What do they munch? At Mr. Lane's, our friends have pound cake and silver pudding. Oh me, oh my, at Lord Shelley's what do they crunch? What do they crunch, what do they crunch? What do they crunch? You and me, we live on air. We live on air, we live on air, we live on air. Falstaff, run! Go on, get him, go! After him, dog! Get him! Go, let him go! Catch that rat, Falstaff! Go on, Falstaff, go on! Hurry! After it, Falstaff! Go on! Faster, Falstaff! Get that rat!
What in the world? Stop! What? Stop at once! Hold there! Where do you think you are? Stop!
Why are you crying, mister? What's wrong?
It's so beautiful.
Huh?
So, I knew I'd find you. Out you go!
No, ow! Let me go! Let me go, dirty guard! I didn't do anything! Let me go! Ow!
Now then, where'd he go? Where'd he disappear to?
Hey!
You know it's your fault. Why didn't you go on running?
The gentleman was crying in front of a statue.
All right, out you go. Anyway, it's our closing time.
Why was the gentleman crying in front of the statue?
Because it was beautiful.
And that was all?
Oh, there he is!
After him, Falstaff! Catch him this time!
This time he can't get away!
Go on!
Get him! Go, Falstaff!
Get him!
When I get that rat, I'll...
What if I caught a beautiful rat?
Huh?
The most beautiful rat in the world. I don't think I'd cry about it.
First of all, whoever saw a beautiful rat? And why didn't you say you trapped that ugly one? So I wouldn't run around chasing it for no reason. Hey.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Oh. This isn't the way we came in.
I told you we're lost. We're going to get old like the statues with spider webs under our armpits, Orson.
We can go up these stairs, I suppose.
Hey, Orson?
Huh?
Another one. That makes 3.
Oh.
Where does it go? What do we do now? There's somebody up there. He'll show us the way out. Which way?
Search me. There's too much echo.
Oh! Maybe he's a guard here.
Yeah.
Well, he would know the way out.
Right.
Sir, can you show us the way out? Where? Where'd he go?
It's like he went up in smoke.
Who cares? There's the door. Phooey, we can't open it. Hey, please, sir?
What is this, hide and seek?
Sir! Sir!
There's a what's-it on the wall.
All these books. There's thousands and thousands of them.
Too bad you and me didn't learn to read.
You and I haven't learned to read. It's the nominative.
Out here, you coward! You trying to scare us or what? There he is again, the man who broke up over the statue.
Do forgive me. I tend to be very fussy about the English language. I really am terribly sorry to have frightened you. Lord Kelso, delighted to meet you.
Oh, I'm Olivia.
And I'm Orson. The dog's called Falstaff.
We're a little lost. Where are we at?
We are in the reading room of the British Museum.
And there's no one around?
No, the museum is closed for the night. Oh, wouldn't you say there's a strange odor?
It's Orson. He stinks like herring, Lord Kelso.
What's that under your overcoat?
What? Who? I am...
Oh, the statue!
The squatting scribe. Carved in limestone and painted nearly 5,000 years ago. It's marvelous. You agree?
Well, I guess it's prettier than a herring.
How come I'm not crying?
You're stealing it!
No, not at all. No, I only wanted it a few days to admire it, you understand? Just borrow it, no more.
It doesn't belong to you. Then you stole.
What? I stole? No.
He's starting to cry again.
I didn't mean any harm. It was for aesthetic pleasure I took it, that was all.
He said he'd return it. You heard him. His pleasure is athletic.
You're right. I guess it's not stealing in your case.
Now I think it advisable to get 40 winks and wait until they open the doors in the morning.
Olivia! sleep?
No.
What's elastic pleasure?
You mean athletic?
Aesthetic pleasure is achieving a happy state of mind by contemplating true beauty. Aesthetic pleasure.
You don't say.
Yes, he does.
Only how do you think you'll get the statue out tomorrow?
Under my overcoat, how else?
The guard'll spot it. Don't forget, I saw it.
Eagle Eye. Down, Falstaff.
Oh, I hadn't given much thought to that aspect of the whole thing. Really, how stupid, my squatting scribe.
Have to go out the way we came in. Gotta find the same air duct.
The rat! He knows the way. All right, show us the way. Let's go, Mr. Lord Kelso. Follow that rat!
Oh, thank you. My profoundest gratitude, my friends. I want you to come and see the statue anytime you wish. I'll be delighted. I live near here, 25 Newman Street. Anytime at all.
Did we do the right thing?
He said he would return it.
Years in prison for Lord Kelso and his accomplices.
We only wanted athletic pleasure contemplating beauty.
10 years in prison for Lord Kelso and his accomplices.
Guess the statue was in your dream.
10 years in prison for a statue that's not even pretty.
10 years in prison? It's pretty little. Will they notice if it's gone?
A statue of incalculable value stolen from the British Museum. Hi, Orson. Hi, Olivia. What's wrong? You look like you're going to prison. Valuable statuette stolen from the British Museum. Read all about it.
Well, here we are. What do we do?
How do I know? Anyhow, it's your fault.
My fault? It's you who wanted Lord Kelso to have it so he wouldn't cry all the time.
And athletic pleasure, who needs it?
This one will be a piece of cake.
Quiet, Chief Inspector.
With Inspector Lestrade in charge of the case, we're safe.
Sherlock Holmes!
Oh, we haven't a chance now.
Orson! Olivia! A splendid surprise. What brings you to the museum?
Who, us? Well, we're not really here at all, you could say.
Holmes is on another case. A statuette was stolen. You're welcome to watch him. He'll catch the thief in no time. Well, come along. Oh, Special Brigade of Sherlock Holmes.
Shoe prints, interesting. What's your thinking on it, Lestrade?
No doubt someone stood there.
Is someone wearing shoes?
Quite so. And I can say that he was wearing a pair from Birch. extra small size, and whoever wore those shoes stayed for more than 2 hours observing the squatting scribe that's missing. In my opinion, our thief is somewhat out of the ordinary. Watson, I believe we have a breakthrough in the case. Come along, children, come along.
You think Sherlock Holmes will put us in prison?
Well, he might. We gotta figure out an idea.
Bunch is a bootmaker of renown. He will certainly know all his clients. Not many men wear shoes as small as that. Yes, it shouldn't be too difficult to identify the thief.
You stay here. I'll go see Lord Kelso. We got to return that statue.
So, there are only 3 men in the world with that model and size. The Maharaja of Gopal, but he's in India at present. Sir Basil Hawkes and Lord Kelso.
And if memory serves, Lord Kelso is an enlightened amateur of antiquities. I would begin with him, Holmes.
Why not?
Sir Basil Hawkes, he's a better one.
Why is that, my dear Olivia?
Why? Well, hard to explain. Just intuition.
Well, we'll start with Sir Basil. Feminine intuition, Watson. Never dismiss it. I say, where did Orson go?
His lordship mentioned that you might be visiting, but his lordship is unable to receive you. His lordship is working.
It's me. I stink of herring.
I hope Sir Basil recovers quickly.
I can't imagine Sir Basil stealing statuettes at the age of 99. Feminine intuition has its limits. Off we go to visit Lord Kelso. Ah, a cab. Here there! Driver, drive up!
Ow! Ow!
Olivia, examine her ankle.
Yes.
After all, you are a medical doctor.
It's all better now.
We shall have to find another cab now.
Mr. Lord Kelso! Mr. Lord Kelso! Mr. Lord Kelso! Oh! Mr. Lord Kelso, quick! Sherlock Holmes is here to arrest you! We've got to take the statue back, otherwise it's 10 years in prison for all 3 of us. We've got
Kelso never shuns his responsibilities. It's me who's involved you in this deplorable adventure. I'm the one who'll go to prison.
Well, that's a relief. But it's better if nobody goes.
Orson, do be careful.
I'll take it back.
You're a generous lad, and whatever the outcome of your noble action, accept my eternal gratitude.
Does that mean I can have a chocolate?
Oh, yes, take all you like.
We wish to see Lord Kelso, if you please. Sherlock Holmes calling.
I'm not certain that his lordship can receive you straight away. His lordship is working.
Come on, Falstaff, let's go.
My dear Watson, wouldn't you agree there's a certain odor here? An odor of...
You're right, Cheryl. It stinks of hair. Sausages. Right, sausages?
Your lordship, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, desires to see you now, sir.
It's time now to do my duty. Put out my ceremonial uniform.
For high ceremony, sir?
Quite so.
Whoa!
Aha! What did I tell you? No doubt about it, these prints were made by very, very small shoes. We're making progress. Trust me.
Hello there, Chief Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard. Hello.
Oh, yeah, well, hello, my boy.
How about that? Congratulations! Wow, you really are the best there is.
Oh!
You've already found it! And much faster than Sherlock Holmes.
By George, it's a miracle, that is.
Yeah, well, when we solve a case at Scotland Yard, we solve it good and proper.
And it's a miracle.
Let's go tell Sherlock Holmes he thinks it's stolen.
Excellent idea.
I'm pretty sure he's not far away.
You see, my dear chap, it's self-evident. I never believed...
Come on, quick!
Never for a minute were his theories sound. Let's face it, good man, Holmes, but he has his weaknesses. He lacks a sense of logic.
Mr. Sherlock Holmes, I presume?
Quite right, your lordship.
I apologize for keeping you waiting. Mr. Holmes, my act is unpardonable, but a Kelso knows his duty. Quite so, Mr. Holmes, it was I...
Holmes! I found the statuette. It was in the museum. Contrary to what you had supposed, sir.
It was there? Oh, but that is impossible. Are you sure it is the original?
No question about it, my dear Holmes. The guards are absolutely sure. No doubt a practical joke.
Well, Holmes, nobody's infallible.
Good old Holmes.
It's pretty, isn't it?
It's the very first time you've failed on a case since we've met, Holmes.
Quite so, my dear Watson. Why indeed would I ever suspect the charming Lord Kelso? A man so fond of children. And you, children, you also must like Lord Kelso.
Oh, yes, he's always nice.
The fact is, this afternoon I returned to the British Museum and believe it or not, there was a curious thing. The statuette
The statuette?
had an odor of herring.
Herring?
No, excuse me. I should have said sausages.
Sausages?
No.
Look here, I don't get the joke. Well, I think it's rather silly. What are you laughing at? I just don't understand.